morning, everybody. Cindy Utter here with my artsy endeavors, and it is time for our June explorations of me. Can you believe it's June already? Yeah, I have a short sleeve or a long sleeve shirt on just because I'm chilly, but that's for another day. This, of course, is my explorations of me journal, my negativity smackdown journal, and this just happens to be, isn't that cute? A little sticker that my granddaughter glued on some paperwork. And I was sitting here the other day, and it just, I have no idea where it came from. It was here, so I stuck it on the book. Anyways, what are we going to talk about this month? This month, we are actually going to talk about priorities. And how do we determine what is the most important priority for each day? Okay, so we're going to talk about that. I'm going to find myself a page that I'm happy with. Let's see, what am I in the mood for? No. Let's find a page and let's get some stuff, and we'll get back and talk about that stuff. Be right back. You want to see something really cool? This is the bottom of my paint dish. My paint, I use this, I found this, I don't know, in a dollar store or something. And it's just a glass plate, and I use it to put my paints in. And I was just getting my stuff out, and I flipped this over, and I'm like, oh, that's really pretty. So anyways, yeah. Priorities. Let's get back to priorities. All right. I'm going to play around priorities. I'm sitting here thinking about this going, what kind of a page am I going to make? And this is just going to be a let's play with it and let's go and let's see how it works. We're going to play around with some Liquitex soft body. I've got blue, green, and yellow. I've got a few sponges here, and we're just going to start playing. Not really sure why I brought out my paint palette, because it looks like I'm putting it right on the page itself. So let's see. We're just going to play. So priorities. That's that sounds like a bad word, doesn't it? To me, it does. Get your priorities straight. That's all I run around in my head. Get your priorities straight. How do you determine your priorities? I will tell you how I do it. I don't make lists. Well, sometimes I make a list if there's things I need to get done and I don't want to forget. That's the only reason I make the list. It's not because of priorities. It's because I don't want to forget. All right, so we got some paint on here. So that's one way. You can make yourself a list. Do you make yourself a list every morning when you get up? And I'm only going to do a one-page spread on this. I don't feel like doing this other page, so we're just going to do one today. Do you get up every morning and make a list and say, okay, these are my priorities for today. This is what I need to get done. This is, this has to happen first. I don't do that. If I need to look at my priorities, how I do it is I look at them just in what needs to be done right away. Like, for example, I know I need to get this video done. All right, so that's my number one on the list today. I can't say on the list. I don't have a list. That's on the forefront of my mind is getting this video, okay, and talking about it. So that's my forefront. That's my forerunner. Then after that, it really depends on how I feel and what I'm in the mood to do. And I don't set priorities per se, like I have to get this done, then this, then that. I don't work that way. I never have. So mine is more of a just what's important to me that I need to get done in that, first, second, third, whatever the case may be. All right, I kind of like that. So what I'm going to do is I want to dry this up because this page is wrinkled a little bit. This is one of the composition notebooks that you wrinkle your pages. And I want to pick up some of that highlight, but I need to dry the paint first. I'll be right back. Okay, while I was looking at this, I want some more of this blue out here because I noticed my green kind of took over my blue. So we're just going to flip this sponge around, and I'm going to use the other side and just bring my blue back out here. There we go. Just bringing out the blue. Bringing out the blue. And then now I want to bring out some more of that green a little bit. It's all about the layers. Here I go layering. and flip it back over. Play with the green. Yeah, there we go. I'm happy with that. So see, that was a priority. That was a priority for me to get those colors looking the way I wanted before I dried them. So now I'm going to dry them up. Alright, so I've got my ink pretty well dry. It's a little bit tacky, but I've got out this blender and I'm going to use some Studio G ink, if I can get it open. And the only thing I want to do is I just want to real lightly hit the highlights. There we go, that's what I want. So we're talking about priorities and how do you determine what your priorities are? You can make a list. You can determine what's actually important to you, and that's more of how I do my priorities is, you know, what's important for me today that I feel I need to get done. And that's how I determine my priorities. I don't sit and write them all out, any of that kind of thing. I just, you know, what's important to me? What do I need to get done today? I like that. Just playing with the inker. Like it. I'm going to heat set this real quick just because I want to. So another thing you can do is when you're setting your priorities, make sure you set realistic goals for yourself. If you set a goal, I want to win, I want to win a gold medal within 6 months. It's not going to happen. Set realistic goals for yourself, and that will help you immensely. Not have the disappointment. It will help you actually reach your goals, that sort of thing. Be right back. Okay, so I have an idea on how I'm going to do this. I'm going to use a white Posca pen, and this is what I'm going to show you is how I set my goals. This is the process that I go through. Okay, I don't make a list, but here's what I do. So here's my start. Okay, I wake up in the morning, right? There's 1, let's make it 2, we'll make this 3, we'll make this 4, we'll make this 5. Alright, you can't see that on the white, that's okay, I'm going to get the black out, but here's the white for now. So what I do when I get up in the morning, the very first thing that is important is self-care, right? We talked about this last month. I just have to get my bigger Poscas here. We talked about how it's very important for you to take care of yourself because, first of all, you're the only person that can do it. Okay, nobody else can take care of you for you. You have to do it on your own. All right, so I wake up in the morning and here we go with self-care. All right, so what does that mean? I'm going to get up in the morning, I'm going to take a shower, I'm going to brush my teeth, wash my hair, take care of me, get dressed. I don't have to be dressed like I'm going out on a business for a business suit or anything. As long as I'm dressed, it's all good. Okay, so self-care, take a shower, make some coffee, that kind of thing, right? All right, the second step, this is something I have to do. It's been difficult to do, but it is something that is warranted. It's part of my priorities, and that is listen to my body. What's my body telling me that day? Is it saying, ha ha ha, you're not working at your desk today? Is it saying, oh, it's all good, let's get some work done, let's make some videos? What are we going to do? Okay, that's my second priority, is to listen to my body. Okay, the third thing, what projects do I need to do? That's what I think about. When I head to my desk, I'm like, all right, what's due? Do I need to get an explorations of me done? Am I going to work on a blog challenge? What are my goals for that day? What are my projects that I need to work on? What's due, right? Okay, so that's my third step. Fourth step, I'm going to do right here what makes me happy. If I don't feel like painting today, I'm not going to paint. If I feel like making cards today, that might be what I do. If I think, I'm going to play around with some ATCs, that might be what I do. okay? My fourth priority is I'm going to do what makes me happy. Enough said, okay? Number 5, this is my 5th, and this is where we talk about priorities and goals. All right, for my realistic goals, what am I going to do for my realistic goals? All right, the way I look at this, when I think about realistic goals, I put it this way. I'm either going to go hiking or I'm going to climb Mount Everest. There's a big difference in those two goals. I'm going to do a journal page versus I'm going to complete the entire journal. To sit here and say that I'm going to complete the entire journal, that's a totally unrealistic goal. And what's going to happen at the end of the day when I don't have that journal page done? I'm going to be very upset. I'm going to be down on myself. Well, I can't do it. I didn't do it, blah, blah, blah. Set yourself realistic goals. Don't try to climb a mountain when you're just planning on going out for a hike, right? Another thing is, another realistic goal for me, I have to say, okay, well, you know, it's really important for me to get this project done this week. Instead of, I'm going to do this project this day, this project this day, this project this day. No. I have to set a realistic goal, especially since I'm dealing with the chronic pain issue, of these are going to be the projects that I'm going to get done, today or this week, okay? So that's where I look at setting goals, setting my priorities. That's how I do it. All right, so what happens if you set that goal that you don't actually make? Do you start beating yourself up? Most people do. So what do? You just set smaller, more realistic goals and set those goals so that it's something that you can accomplish and have fun doing, okay? So yeah, we do have to set our priorities. That's okay. There's not a problem with that. But we also have to set ourselves realistic goals. All right. This page actually is turning out very just short and sweet, calm. I'm having fun playing with it. There's nothing wrong with that. These are rub-ons. Change the subject here. These are rub-ons. I actually got these at a dollar store. Can you see? It's just a whole bunch of letters. And I actually found these again the other day. I had been looking for them, of course, you know. I put them away, some safe spot. I enjoy using these on the backgrounds, and I'll show you why. It just gives it a little bit of oomph. Okay. I don't do them in any particular order. I just take a little bit and see, it just gives that little bit of extra. See, I told you this is a very simple page, but we're talking about priorities. And the biggest, you know, we have to enjoy what you do. It's not going to be fun if you get up in the morning and you make yourself a list of priorities that's a mile long and it's something that's unrealistic to actually get accomplished that day, right? That's no fun. So set yourself your priorities in a way that there are things that you can accomplish. You know, if you say you want to do one project per week, that's great. For an extreme goal, let's try 2 projects per week, but don't beat yourself up if you don't make those 2 projects. That's the whole point of what I'm trying to say. So again, this month is priorities. How do you determine each day what your priority is? I've shown you my 5 little steps. Self-care, listen to my body, projects I need to do, what makes me happy, and realistic goals. Okay? So as always, I hope you guys have a fun time playing around with this prompt and with this page. I do want to say have fun. That's what life's all about. And happy creating. And we'll talk to y'all again next month. Bye-bye.